Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. In front of us is the sale order entry form, and in which we are now trying to uh, move the data, what we enter in it, from the form to the data table in the data sheet or worksheet, whatever you say. Okay, so uh, in order to do this, the data has to be validated first, right? And in order to validate, we had created a structure in our previous session, in that how would we be validating. So we will have to point out, we have to examine, identify the key elements which would be examined for the validation of the data of the form, right? Like the customer cannot be blank. The salesperson is of course not blank. The the order date should not be blank, right? And and there are certain other things like the customer representative cannot be blank. The shipper has to be specified. The shipment fees and shipment date and all these informations have to be properly entered, right? And we have included these three items as well. These are the new items. And these are simply the text boxes. This will cater the total amount of all these this column, that is the total amount of the uh, items entered, yes, aggregate of it, and this is the total discount, the aggregate of all the discounts which you do there, and the net amount of the order should be here. So that can be later on validated, can be also included into the validation, right? So and stock is also very important, that whatever the quantities you are entering, so there has to be some mechanism to work out the stock, available stock, whether you have the stock available or not. Otherwise, it should display that it is out of stock. Okay, we honor the quantity which has been ordered by the respected customer. That's fine. This is great information. But whether we have the stock available or not, yeah. So that should also be mentioned in here, or then it should be, there should be a provision that you have uh, you might need to execute a purchase order, mm, to purchase order, so that the immediate uh, good receive is performed to make the stock available, so that these stock can be sold, right? So, well, we will gradually come to that complexity, but for the moment, let's see the things we have done so far in this sale order form development. So we go to the form. This is the sale order form, and we go directly to the update procedure. So when the user clicks the update, so before updating, it would be advisable that we check if the form is having the valid information, so that that can be updated. So if valid is it turns as a switch, okay? If it is false, So nothing is going to be updated. So, and also you have to dim certain information, and we means declaring. You have to declare the variables with the type of the variable. When you say dim means you are declaring, then you have to say what type of the declaration is it. If it is a string, you will say as a string. If it is a logical things, true and false, you will say as Boolean. And, and if it is a form, then you will say this that it is as a user form. So these are the types, and you can make, of course, your own types as well. But that is not our today's topic anyway. So this is how it is going to do. So we created a structure that what would be the mean is the minimum requirement for us to do this. There has to be a procedure which will be called each time update is attempted by the user. So it will go validate. It will be sent to say, and if it comes back with the true, then of course it is going to uh, update. Otherwise, it will display the error message. Right? It will display that. EM is the error message we have defined in here. EM as a string. EM is a string which is meant to display what problem we have. If if it goes there to go validate, if go validate, yeah, and if so, it will first of all check whether we have the customer left blank. If it is left blank, it will display the customer name is not entered, right? Okay, so we will put a breakpoint in here and see how it works, right? Okay, okay. So this is the, and we use this, and we can, since we have used this, now we have this, okay, okay, we add this one, we add this one, and we add another one, for example, okay, whatever you can use, okay, so. And you enter certain entries, for example, 10 quantity in here, and say 150 quantity in here. Sorry. Yeah, 150 quantity in here. Yeah. And then you type, for example, 50 quantity here and 5 quantity here, for example. Okay. So these are the same. And you only give this bulk, say $10 discount in here. Okay. So what would happen if you just delete it and say try to update it? So it is now going to go validate. It is now checking. It is checking if it is valid. If a customer is blank, it is blank. So it is adding it and it is making it value, right? And then in the end, it is going to, yeah, it is going to get back to the Yeah, and here the message should be EM, right? So here we will, if it is valid, it is not valid, so we will say else. Else MSG box is a EM error message. Okay, so you press F8. Right, so it is displaying this message. The customer name is not entered, right? Okay, so that's fine. So let's bring the customer name back. Okay, okay. And what if we leave this thing blank? Okay, and we try to update it. Again, it is now checking. Okay, it is checking, and it is now moving the error message, and in the error message is being returned, and it is going to display the order date is not entered, right? Wonderful. Okay, what if there are multiple problems in the thing? Okay, so if there are multiple problems, and there are multiple problems, for example, uh, okay, you have this, and also you have the the shipment, the ship fee is blank, right? Okay, so let's click here, and if the ship fee uh, so we keep on adding this, right? So this is the ship fee, shp fee dot text is equal to blank, right? If it is blank, then we say shipment charges not entered. Shipment fee not entered. Right. Okay, so at the same time, it has the order date blank and it has, so these two things should appear. So let's press F8 and see. This is taking the first error message, order date is not entered, and then it will also add yeah, the blank. Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem. There are so capital, no issue, no issue, no issue. This is F8. Now it is also taking another entry, and now this time it will report you multiple errors. Now, order date is not entered and shipment fee not entered, right? So as many as this, so all the, it will keep on accumulating all the messages, and uh, when it will come back from the go value date, it will give you the report of what were the things which are missing in the system. So uh, so this is how you will keep on evolving the validation to its perfect level, right? And keep on see, you have to see what are the possibilities which may uh, be required to validate what all what are all those elements which have to be examined for validation. Okay, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you.